Hello, welcome to WIP IT Thursdays with me, Nats Commodon.
Good morning.
And Mr. Custom Cannon.
Good evening. And we'll see ya.
Got name withheld in the chat. Oh, I need some background music. I didn't turn that on. I had a contact fan home. Was like, see if like this month's shipment was coming for the Batmobile, which I still need to do last month's video. Probably might do that Tuesday. Of course, I'm debating about like breaking them down to smaller videos, like do streams, do like a couple, since they're sending so many sets in one box now. Do them all at one time does take a good while. So
good. Wow. So
I could break it down to where do like 2 sets per live stream, and that's like do a few more during the week, during the month, instead of just doing a monthly stream. Yeah,
sounds like a winner.
I think so. Just that keeps the streams from the builds too long, and gets more content. Everything's content. Everything's content.
Which means more exposure for their product.
Yes.
It's like win-win-win.
Yeah, they have a delay on this current set. They said it got sent to the shipper on the 5th. And then when you check the tracking, the post office says they're still waiting on it. So I contacted them to make sure, hey, it says you sent the stuff already. And it's not been updated since the 5th. They're like, I got a reply back to them. They're delayed. Well, I did fix the thigh gap issue on the new Luke Cage leg here. There's like the seam on the thigh rotation. I was like, there's like on the other leg, there's a nub at the top, like a countersink section. I just took that all off. And now it goes in without a gap. So, yeah, just cut that off.
You don't need it.
It's not necessary. Which I have everything painted up black on those parts. And now I'm working on the fleshy bits. And I got to.
God, this is so stupid.
Hey, I can only think of so much stuff to say.
Look, I'll prove it to you by showing it to you.
Finished up the neck piece. Did multi-stage after I did the Mr. Color base, gloss white, which bonds to the plastic really well. Put a wash on it, then I put I brushed 3 shades of white on it. Okay. Heavy warm white, an ivory, then a bright white. So it's got a lot of shading to it. Oh, Peg Zero Dad's here. Good evening, Gary. How you doing? Sector 2813. And there it is.
Morning. You too.
The puppy is going crazy this evening. She's barking like a storm.
Why?
It's a puppy. It's crazy.
Just what puppies do.
Yep. That's what they do the best. Be a tornado for the first year of their life. First couple weeks, she's little tiny thing, sweet and me, didn't really move around too much. Now she's a tornado.
Of doom. Dun dun dun.
Tornado of teeth.
That too. And little sharp little teeth too. Of course, with the bigger she gets, she'll eventually lose those little razor teeth and get her regular teeth.
but also be less inclined to
Right. Stuff.
Bite
chew on
you,
me.
chew on me.
Maybe.
Well, what's interesting, like the mix she is, like the mother was a labradoodle, the dad was a boxer, and she just looks straight up Labrador. The only thing you see the labradoodle at the very tip of her tail, she's got a curly pom pom. There's a few different methods for for prepping stuff for like painting the joints. He says, whenever I paint the figure, the joints immediately rub the second to move it. Any ideas how to fix this?
Ugh.
One is like the type of paints you're using. This Mr. Color from Mr. Hobby is a lacquer. This stuff is super durable, and it bonds to the plastic really well. You have to put a little bit thinner in it when you're going to brush paint it. And it's like these joints right here, and these shoulders, I didn't prep these at all. And you can work the joints, no paint rub whatsoever. But the other method too, you want to sand down the surface of your joints, take off a layer of material off. What I usually do, I take like a Sharpie, color in the joints, then take my Dremel and just grind off that marker. And once that's all gone, you usually have enough room for clearance in your for your paint. Sometimes you got to do it more than once because you don't want you're going very slow. You don't want to take too much material out. Just that is probably one of the best methods. But like when you're sanding your joints down like that, you got to clearance everything too. Like when your ab crunches and stuff like that, when your different collision points, I usually take hobby knives and like shave them down, and in different areas where it's going to be a contact point where it's going to rub, and I usually take care of those beforehand. Around the hips is one area too. Like you want to clearance around the hip area, because usually there's a collision point here at the top of the hip. When you move here or forward, you'll rub. So I always just shave out some extra material around that. But
I also found that if I wait longer before I try to move it, I have less of an issue because, like it says, well, the paint will cure in 24 to 48 hours, right? All the way. But sometimes that's not true.
Very much so. Like I said, too, the one of the easiest things to do is just switch over to like this Mr. Color, but you want to not buy a lot of it at first and test to make sure you're okay with this stuff. My fellow customizer Corey from Casting Cave, Harker got him some of this paint, Harker Customs, and Corey had an allergic reaction to it. So you always want to be mindful of that. And once I found that out, though, I was like, I like to let people know that. I just don't want to blindly recommend it and somebody have an issue with it.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It don't bother me. I just think it stinks. But
not everybody's the same. So.
Yep.
So,
I can eat shellfish. My sister can't.
are we all in agreement that this is stupid?
What?
What?
I can't see it.
Oh, let me put you on full screen.
That face.
The thug dragon.
Has he got flip flops on?
He does.
That guy needs to stop smoking.
I think it's ridiculous, but it's kind of hilarious too.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's ridiculous in a fun way.
He's got rings and bracelets and necklace and.
What's up, dog?
Getting ready to go to the beach.
He looks like he knows what an up dog is.
He absolutely knows what an up dog is. It was requested for a guy, and I told him, I was like, all right, but when you see it, you're gonna laugh.
Speaking of requests for a guy, I never could get that sword sheath to print right for the Beastmaster sword. I tried it like, I don't know, maybe 20 times. Adjust, try again, adjust, try again, and no luck.
That sucks. But what's causing like the failure point?
I think what happens is that because it's so thin, because it's so small,
yeah,
is that it has some UV light bleed.
Mm.
And the UV light bleed cures more resin than it's supposed to. And then you get half cured resin inside the part where the sword is supposed to go down that I couldn't get washed out with isopropyl alcohol.
Right.
And so then when I went to finish curing it, you couldn't stick the sword down in it because it had excess cured resin in there. So the sword turned out great, looks nice. The sheath on the outside looks nice, but it's not functional, which is annoying.
Yeah.
Looks great, less filling.
Well, it's got a lot of filling in. It's a problem.
Too much. So I don't know. I guess I could try.
Could I try to print it?
Huh?
Can I try printing it?
Yeah.
I've got mine to print some really tiny, fine detail stuff.
Yeah. I have too. The weird part is the interior. Like I think it's the interior cavity is so close together.
It's not letting it rinse out.
And yeah, well, and you can't get.
Did you put a hole in the bottom?
Yeah.
Maybe
you can't get in there to scrub it out.
Ooh, I got an idea. Take it after you get out of the alcohol bath, like blow some compressed air through like the bottom hole.
Well, that's a good idea. Well, I got something new to try now.
You have any compressed air?
I do actually.
Oh, so shit! I don't have one. It just ran out.
That's because it's too fun to play with.
I feel like I should be hearing the vacuum running, but I suspiciously don't hear the vacuum running.
That's it.
Why do you suppose that is?
The boy is playing a video game rather than doing what he's supposed to be doing.
You need to go do the Kratos. Boy, I told you to go vacuum the house before you could continue your trials.
That those two games are the whole reason I call him boy.
Boy. Name of Hell, that dragon is a Mythic Legions figure.
Yep.
Hello everyone, I have some of the new Venom figure with the Omega Red body, but with the new chest. Can you separate the chest? I have not taken mine out of the packaging yet. I just got mine sitting here. I would, if it's like most of them, it'd be a soft upper chest that you could heat and pop it off. But I don't know. Oh, I've heard it like this. It's like it might be. I don't know. Let's see. I haven't checked it out because it's reusing the butterfly joints from Warpath Omega Red, but I don't know if it comes apart.
Now, for you yourself, when you make a jack-o'-lantern, do you cut off the top or the bottom?
What, a real jack-o'-lantern?
Yeah, like a real, genuine jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, top. The top is a handle.
I cut off the bottom. I cut a bottom hole in it, right? And then I put the candle on the bottom. I light the candle, and then I put the jack-o'-lantern down over the top of it.
Don't blame you.
That way, I don't burn the crap out of myself trying to lower a lit candle into a jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
I did that once.
I just use I just use one of those long, like stem, like lighters.
Well, you don't. We don't all have those.
Amazon sells them.
This fancy new technology. This fancy
Look at
new
my long stem
technology
lighter.
in your technology stores where you get them at. Some of us live out in the sticks.
You see that?
With the other Luddites.
Are you jealous? You're jealous. I could tell.
What are we talking about?
My long stem lighter.
Is it a long stem lighter? What is that song? Go tell that long tongue liar. That
Yes,
midnight
second
liar.
Don't be too jealous though, because it's made by Crocs.
Crocs.
You got a
So-
Croc lighter?
You got a croc.
Yeah, it's on Crocs I own. Is that lighter right there?
What a crock.
I didn't know Crocs made lighters.
Apparently
I just thought they made idiot shoes.
I didn't know they made anything of quality.
Well, I'm pretty sure that
When I call them idiot shoes, it's from Idiocracy. They picked those shoes because they thought they were so stupid that those would never be popular. And they were for all the stupid people in the future.
He's like, what if they get popular? He's like, what are you talking about? Look at them.
yeah.
Boy society, man. Woo!
We're not going to make it, are we?
I've hated the things my entire life. Well, not my
Crocs,
entire life,
yeah.
because they didn't come out till like 2000. But anyway,
I always thought they were
I've been aware
idiots
of them.
and dumb. They don't protect your feet. You can't run in them.
They're at the most a house shoe.
Yeah, maybe. They're
But
like a
But people wear their
public shower
pajamas
shoe.
out in public now, so it's not really a stretch.
That is true. They do that. It hurts the feelings every time I see it. They're either winning at life or horribly losing at it. One or the other.
College students do a lot. Go to grocery store and they're like, oh, a bunch of them there in their pajamas.
You know, you used to go and you used to look at things. And like you look at old photographs and stuff, and you'd be like, wow, like 90% of those people are wearing suits. And the ones that aren't wearing suits are wearing coveralls. What happened to those days?
Well, okay. Well, to be fair, photos used to be an event. They were really hard to come by, and they were really difficult to take and do. Now everybody with a phone has a camera, and there's thousands of picture taken every hour.
Well,
So whenever pictures were taken, it was always under the circumstance that, this is
Nah,
something important.
I don't buy it.
You don't?
cameras have been pretty easily available for even before like the digital thing era. Like when it's not like the early 1900s where it wasn't an affair like that.
In my lifetime,
I mean-
I remember photos being an event. Like, we only take photos during certain holidays and family get-togethers and stuff. It's just been in the last 30 years that pictures are just all over the place. Just, oh, look, my kid's at the playground.
My dad was had all kinds of cameras and stuff growing up, and so there's plenty of pictures. I don't have any of them; they're all gone now. But there were plenty of pictures. But I even had the old
All right.
motion
This is
motion cameras.
a random photo. I haven't looked at it yet. This is the street from image Squarespace. Let's see. Suit jacket, vest, hat, slacks. This is just like a random street picture of people.
Mm-hmm.
Shirt, skirt. This has got to be what, around? It's got to be around 1920, maybe.
Maybe even earlier.
Circa 1900.
That's what I was thinking. Early.
Yeah, but
Not.
look, even the kids have button-up shirts and caps on. Look presentable. Got their shirts tucked in. These people all knew what was going on, probably. These people back here, with their backs to us, that are all wearing suit jackets and stuff, I think people just used to, like, have more pride. You know?
Well, they didn't have much different variation in fashion, too, back then.
I mean, they could have come out of their house wearing their PJs.
Those people they used to lock those people up in, like, mental asylums, too.
That's right, we don't do that anymore.
No. Those are all, that's a thing of the past.
Well.
They're just allowed to roam about freely now.
Back in the day when you could kill a guy just for insulting you.
I mean, you can still do it today. It's just not advised, and you probably go to jail.
See? Can't.
You can. There are just consequences.
You got some of those countries that if they throw a shoe at you, I'm not talking about chancla either. I'm talking about they just take their shoe off and just chuck it at you. Some places do that in their parliaments and Congress.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
Honestly, I think there's something to being a little bit less civilized. I think it makes the majority of people more polite. If that even makes sense. Because if there's a little bit of lawlessness, you know what I mean?
Well, if
A little bit of lawlessness.
You don't step on somebody's toe unless you really mean it. Because you don't know how they're going to react, and if there's no consequences but those, inflicted on people by the general populace. You know what I'm saying?
Back in them days, you try to act like a doofus, you get punched in the face or worse.
No.
You prank a guy for likes and follows, and you're liable to get shot. Oh, that happens today.
The
I mean,
the stupid TikToker that started harassing that dude and got shot.
Yeah, wouldn't leave him alone.
Yeah, and it's it's a big dude too. So, and it's a much smaller guy, and he's a delivery guy, so he's used to being harassed, and he had protection.
Well, if you make somebody fear for their life, they're going to defend it.
And he got off from shooting a guy who was on self-defense, but they still charged him with. He got found guilty of illegal discharge of firearm inside of they want to make sure like he wouldn't get completely off from defending himself, because at the time the state government was anti-firearm.
Which is horse shit. You're either innocent or you're guilty. Make up your mind.
Yep.
Well, you can be guilty of different stuff, though.
That was Ralph Northam. He was a piece of shit. The former governor of Virginia.
Oh, Derek, I don't think I'm gonna have enough room in this box.
So to make these arms work, so the elbow joints are too short. So on this one, I took some green stuff and added some material in, so it filled in the gap. Because if you don't, it goes hyperextends. It goes back farther. So I just took some green stuff and made a filler piece. My Punisher review, 2-pack set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some dude got triggered because I don't like double ball peg necks.
Well, no, you don't. Everybody doesn't have to like the same thing.
Oh, he's one of the ones. What was hilarious? He's one of the ones too. Like it's like his opinion is the only one that's correct.
I say his name wasn't Anthony, was it?
Well, you know what they say.
I would assume that he's probably a fan of that person.
You know what they say.
Okay.
Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody's got one.
Yeah. Look, nobody poses their figures looking straight up. Why would you want to do that? It's like, they're superheroes. They need to look up.
Come here.
Okay. Is there coffee?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got coffee.
All right.
I'll
be there in about 21 hours.
Oh, I guess you're sleeping on the couch. But it's a nice couch.
Says the person not sleeping on it.
Not currently. It probably was earlier. Couch naps are awesome.
There's not enough room. We have a box. We send it back and forth to each other, and if you flip the tabs one way, it's his address, and if you flip it the other way, it's my address.
Name of hell, but flat pose. Exactly. Without, and like he was going around. It's like, oh, double ball pegs are so much better. You get more range of movement, but you can't look up and down most of the time. That's more important to me than tilting his head like, oh my gosh, did you say that?
His range of movement. He's talking about the swivel, the head going all the way around.
Fight poses, yeah.
He wanted he mentioned like nuanced positionings where you can actually tilt your head like you're being inquisitive. It's like, fuck off. I want my figures to be able to look up and down. That's more important.
All right, I need a bigger boat. Gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be nice if we all dressed like the Victorian era?
You know, I think it would be nice if people just took pride in their appearance. If you know there's other people out and they're going to see you.
I don't know.
Trash.
I don't have a problem with somebody wearing around, jeans and a t-shirt or shorts and a t-shirt or something. But I don't know. I don't want to see like
somebody wearing skin tight juicy pants that shouldn't be.
Did you say juicy pants? No, I don't think anybody should wear juicy pants, whatever those are. That sounds
they're
not
like,
okay.
They're like leggy, like super tight like those legging things, but it says juicy in the butt.
No, I don't want to see that. Even if they're objectively fit, I don't want to see that.
Objectively good looking. So what's your opinion on the new Snow White?
I liked the old Snow White.
Well, it's in the name and the title, description of the character. Skin as white as snow. plus, she's just a horrible human being too. Here we go. Here's a good example. They put it on his really nice new torso. They put a double ball peg. It can't look up. Literally, it cannot look up. That's it. Oh, but oh my gosh, it can tilt his head, man. That's so much more important. He can tilt his head.
Well,
But he can't look up. He can look down and stuff, but he can't look up. So, a very agile character that's usually set up in a crouching pose can't look up. You know what?
I hate being too old to squat down and stand back up.
You know what would fix that? A disc hinge. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh.
Weird that that would work like that.
Yeah.
Never heard of such a thing.
Hello, can you tell me if the Marvel Legends maggot base the same as the Hercules figure? For the most part, it's modern Hercules with new arms. That's basically about it. The from the Gladiator Hulk Wave, the modern Hercules, that's the figure Maggot uses. They did give them new pinless arms with like sculpted sleeves on the biceps.
You know, I'm still not hearing my vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, me either.
How about this?
Kind of sounds like a vacuum cleaner, but I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah,
not.
it kind of does.
Is that a vacuum cleaner?
I hear a vacuum cleaner.
as if on cue.
Nice.
Man.
He was running it close to you know.
Hey,
He probably had the stream on. It's like, oh, Dad's getting pissed.
Running it close to in trouble. That sounds like a boy. Let's test these boundaries. Let's see what the tolerance is for my chicanery.
Okay, so you've got 2 dragons. A goblin. Not insignificant amount of accessories. It's gonna have to be added. It's unfortunate. I really like using our box. It's special. Ooh, main warehouse, 4 horsemen. I don't know what I got in this box, but it was probably pretty good.
Probably that dragon.
No, what? Maybe.
Yeah, like I said, I don't have a problem with people going around in jeans and a t-shirt, but I don't want to see them wearing their, pajamas around.
Wait, what?
So I don't want to see them wearing their pajamas.
So you know that story I told you about my son?
Mm-hmm.
I told my wife that story.
Oh boy.
She laughed
I bet she did.
for like 10 minutes straight.
And then she was like, the same thing happened to me when I was 10.
Yeah. She
No.
was like,
Probably not.
she's like, well, I'm glad that he stopped touching everything in the store.
Yeah.
I'm like, me too. Okay, me too.
Put my diary.
Oh, he can't wear his shoulder pads. Boy, that's frustrating. I want him to wear his shoulder pads. Thanks, Obama.
You think it's his fault, huh?
No diddy, man. No diddy.
That's because he went to jail? I don't know. Isn't he in trouble with the law?
Oh yeah, he's basically the new Epstein.
Oh boy.
He's probably end up on getting Epstein.
I wonder if I can squeeze them in there. Oh, I wonder if I can squeeze that in there. Yes. Yes, I can. Haha. Just one. So what are you working on tonight? It doesn't look like a sentinel.
It is not. I
Looks like
decided that this evening I would make a jack-o'-lantern. Sometimes you just gotta,
Halloween?
go with the wind. Wherever it takes you.
Even if it's to jail.
I mean, there are times when you might have to do something that would require you to go to jail for it.
No diddy, man. No diddy.
Never been to jail or prison.
I have, but I was visiting somebody else.
Yeah. I mean, I worked in a prison, so I mean, I'm like been at the physical location.
You've never been
Detained
involuntary guest.
Yes. Well, I guess you could say working there, I was absolutely not voluntary.
Well, was it not voluntary though?
Depends on the employer. If it's the employer I'm thinking of, yep, it's involuntary.
Yeah, it is. It was that one.
Oh, well, never mind that. But you didn't have to stay there.
Oh yeah. And they didn't even give us beds to sleep on. We had like little cots and stuff, and it was for like 3 months.
So you were basically paid prisoner.
You're unlawfully imprisoned.
But we had to do it so that the other people could like go do training.
Well,
so we were like backfilling. We were giving them relief so they could go do other stuff.
that employer is kind of like indentured servitude, so.
I mean, I guess technically I'm still employed by him. You know what? I ain't gonna do that. Man, let's pull that back off. Even though it was a giant pain in the butt to get him in there. Whatever, right?
Good evening, sir. I am working on.
Okay, so I gotta make like $500
right
to pay for my dental bill.
Mm-hmm.
When I bit into a hot dog and broke my tooth a while back.
What kind of damn hot dog was that?
One with the bone in it. It was just like a little chunk of bone, but I hit it on my tooth.
Where you buying your hot
in
dogs?
the wrong spot. Walmart. Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
They should be a sponsor.
So, putting the rings on that dragon, I may have bit one of the metal things to hold it. Don't do that, boys and girls. You will chip your teeth.
Yeah. Like biting on the bone in a hot dog.
Well, there's a little give in them bones. Still will break your teeth, but like I can feel where I have broke my tooth. It's kind of like got a sharp edge on it now, where I've like pushed it where it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that. Avoid it.
I agree. That's sound advice.
Hey, look at my cute little guy.
Yeah. It looks like he needs to be going to read a newspaper or something. But yeah, so I don't know. So I thought I'd make some jack-o'-lanterns and put those up on the big cartel shop. See if anybody decides to buy a jack-o'-lantern since it's jack-o'-lantern season.
Oh. So what are you going to do about your tooth?
Me?
Yeah.
I went and got mine fixed. That's why it cost me $500. Now I got to pay off my credit card bill because I put it on my credit card bill. That was after insurance. I think dentists run a racket. That's what I think.
It doesn't matter. I gotta do
I mean, surely somebody will want like a pumpkin for like a Halloween diorama or something. Maybe. Or I could just be wasting my time.
Getting it on both ends.
Yeah, we get this cut.
Oh, Don, sometime I need to give me that painter guy's address again, because I've been meaning to send him that head. I think I'm going to wait on the Iron Man head, because I just don't like the way that it looks just yet. Something, I look at it, there's something not quite right with it.
Yeah, anytime you want it, just let me know. I'll send it to you.
I don't want to send him out something that I don't like, that I'm not happy with.
Batman Beyond. Why is Todd McFarlane such a loser?
I don't know.
I bought the Batman Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how he likes to put the frivolous shit in there, like the little playing card and
The playing card that doesn't match the collector card that doesn't match the figure.
well, this one says Batman, real name Bruce Wayne.
For Batman Beyond?
Yeah. And I was like, no, that ain't right.
Nope.
And then if you read a little further, it says he was trained by the retired Bruce Wayne. I was like, oh, I mean, that's right.
Bruce Wayne. Trained Bruce Wayne.
It's Inception. He trained himself.
We heard you like Bruce Wayne, so we had Bruce Wayne train Bruce Wayne.
And
back in time and posed as somebody else.
It comes with this flight stand, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't lock in.
It's use imagination.
It's all about perspective.
You clamp it to the figure, and the figure holds it up and down.
And that just holds the figure stable.
Yeah.
Because that makes more sense than like a something with a put post on it.
And then
yeah.
And then they did the.
Well, now in Todd's defense, and also not in his defense, his ankles fucking suck and they can't stand up straight. And they got the ratchet. He don't put enough ratchets in the ankle joints, so they won't actually stop level. They always stop either this one, up or down. So they're gonna fall down if you put them on a foot peg stand.
He has no posability really because he has no thigh swivel or no ankle swivel or no knee swivel, and it's unforgivable because he's got a single knee joint.
See, I don't know that because I don't buy his stuff.
Well, it's Batman Beyond, and it looks great.
I will take your word for it.
However, it does have a guided hole. This little round peg will fit in this little hole only one way. And I, for the life of me, cannot figure out why.
It goes into the square hole.
What is what? I mean,
but it goes into the square hole.
What is the point of this?
I don't know.
Oh, you shit me.
No, I really don't know.
Oh, my glue broke loose.
I got my new bike. It is absolutely beautiful.
What's your new buy?
New Vice.
Oh, Vice.
See?
I thought he said new buy. I was like, what did you buy?
Which it is a new buy.
You twist it and you can like put it wherever you want it to go and then twist it back and it's stable. And you're like, oh, well, how does it hold round things? It's got these little bars in the bottom of it.
It goes in the square hole.
And they're magnetically held in there. So they're not clipped in there. And then you put these little bad boys in these little holes right up here. You'll clamp a round object. And when it's fully closed, you can't feel the seam. You know, like if you rub your thumb over it, you can't feel the seam of it.
But does it go into the square hole?
But it's very nice.
Very nice.
The base is really heavy, and it's got 5 rubber stoppers on it. So it does not slide, and it's heavy enough that it doesn't pivot. It's very well made. It's very good.
My table vise weighs like 30 pounds.
10 out of 10.
It's a whole different animal. Oh, and I should probably go back and finish that mobile.
Yeah, but this little vise is just for like.
I've been convinced that I need to do that.
Oh, it also comes off, by the way. So if you want to hold it in your hand while you do whatever, you can. High quality.
That's some high quality H2O.
Also got these precision tweezers.
Precision tweezers.
And they will draw blood. So
I saw a nice little callback to the square hole thing last week. Like some buff, like fitness dude, like screaming at you, like, "You're putting that food in the wrong hole." It cuts to another dude's like swinging the thing, like, "What hole did I put it into?" And it cuts to another guy's like, he looks at it, it goes into the square hole. And it goes because that girl going, "Ah!"
Okay.
It goes into the square hole.
I don't know what's going on.
I hate that guy.
Oh,
I have him blocked on Instagram.
The screaming dude?
No, the guy that's always like leaning, staring at the camera.
You've named like most of like.
He's like a reactionary guy.
Social media people.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I refuse.
He has never done anything to me, but so I got to make a cake.
I will say it this once, but I hate the term influencers, so I don't use that. But yeah.
Yeah, what are you trying to influence? If you influence me, are you culpable for what I do with it?
Only if Disney don't like you. You gotta do something about your fans.
Kill them, but you done signed your life away with the terms.
You gotta take responsibility for the people that your viewing audience. No. They're grown-ass people. They can do what the fuck they want.
Uh-oh. It's about to get loud.
What? Alright, there we go.
So if it was to be...
So to use these Red Skull forearms on the Frogman biceps, I've set it down the thickness of them a little bit and the diameter just a tad. I cut a notch in, use styrene, so both on the pinless joints, the ratcheting friction are on the side. But on these older style like joints, you have a little nub up top, and there's ratchets inside the detents inside the joint. So need something for it to catch. So I cut a little notch, put a piece of styrene in there to replicate the detent that's in the part already. Which I think I put it up too high on this one, but yeah, I put it up too high. I don't care, it works.
Oh, I also need to buy a new chair.
Like a lazy boy?
No, a desk chair. My computer chair that I sit at the computer. It was, well, first let's preface it by saying I've had that chair for 20 years. And I always told my kids that they shouldn't lean on the back of it.
They lean on the back of it?
The back was attached with the arms of the chair. So the arms of the chair were holding the back on, essentially. And so when they leaned on the back, then it would put extra weight on it and torque it in a weird direction. Because they, come behind you to see what you're doing. Lean on the back of your chair, make you feel like you're going to flip over backwards, die, maybe maim a poor child who was, climbing up the back of your chair. So anyway, the other day, the plastic bit that held the back of the chair, like the arm of the chair, to the seat of the chair, busted. Like it would. And in the back of the chair, of course, since that was busted, also fell off. So now I got to get a new chair. I'm sitting at a wooden chair at my laptop working this evening.
I've been sitting in a wooden chair since I started this show.
I don't. My posterior is not built for wooden chairs. It is lacking some things.
So what you need to do is wear a suit.
A padded suit?
No, a nice suit.
I'm not out in public. Nobody sees me.
Well, they wore suits, but even indoors back then.
I said I don't have a problem with people wearing jeans and a t-shirt. I just want to see them in their pajamas.
Need you a suit. That'll take care of all your problems. Get you wear a Carhartt overalls.
Oh yeah, I could do with some overalls. I got a pair of overalls around here somewhere.
I don't know how to make this cape.
What kind of cape are you trying to make?
To go on the little guy. But it has to tie around his neck. So when I say it's got to get super small at the neck and be like really big around the shoulders.
Oh. For some reason, when I stand up, I feel like I'm crippled.
Is it because you're old?
It's because I'm sitting in a wooden chair and I'm old.
Oh, do you mean like me? I feel like that.
I've been sitting in this wooden chair for 3 years.
Okay, well, I'm not as
I just had the realization that I've had this chair ever since I've been in Pennsylvania. And I've been up here for 8 years.
Yeah.
And it's been perfectly fine, perfectly serviceable. Not any real issues with it until the last 6 months when my cats have decided to start
eating it.
Helping me get a new one.
They're thinking of you.
Which I think I spent like $300 on this chair.
This chair was given to me.
It's a Secret Labs chair. But like I said,
mine's a bar stool.
I mean, the foam in it is still firm.
I'm sitting on a bar stool. With a
8
back.
years later.
Yeah, the foam in my chair was non-existent. It was pretty much just like sitting on a board, and the seat had been taped back together with duct tape because, you know.
I'm sitting on a bar stool.
That's what you do. That's what you do.
You know, you spend a lot of times in the auto hobby shops. You should get one of those auto hobby stools. You can roll in there into the microwave, roll over to the sink.
The table I was sitting at is like bar height, so I need a bar stool.
What is bar height?
About 3 feet, 4 feet.
About as tall as this table.
High enough to where if you're a kid under the age of 9, you can probably smack your forehead on it.
Tap the forward assist. I gave him a little gold clip for the top of his tie, and you can't even see it because of his large ass chin. How'd he do? Did he do a good job? The silent treatment, huh?
Bar height is about 40 to 42 inches, according to Google. And counter height is 34 to 36 inches. I wish my counters were bar height, because they're low enough. When I stand at them, I do something at the counter there. It makes my back hurt because I got to bend funny.
Where I sit at, there's an opening underneath of it where normally it would be like a mini fridge, but I don't do a mini fridge. It's like all my projects that go to die in a box.
Box.
It's a big box of like unfinished projects.
A big box of death.
It's a box of shame.
Box of sadness.
I'm sure they did keep that box. Sector 2813, you are in luck.
Or we could just message them and ask them the address again.
Message you.
Hey. You all right? I told him I didn't have the box, but look at that, dude.
Ah, fancy.
I don't know why I took that. Did you vacuum the rug in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Did you dump the
That sounds like a question, not a statement.
Yeah, that sounds like a question.
It is.
you dumped the vacuum cleaner? It's completely cleaned out?
I'm gonna look.
What?
I'll go look.
All right.
Just
Seems
I
like
was
a
gonna let him
nice kid.
skip school tomorrow, but he had to take a thing to school and give it to the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
He forgot to give it to the teacher. So now my ass has got to get up in the morning.
Boo.
Boo.
I gotta get up.
Thank you.
9 o'clock meeting every Friday.
Why? Why would they do that? Because they hate you.
Yeah.
I hate everybody.
It's not even like a real meeting. It's like a social meeting.
You don't have why? You know, I have opinions about social media. I have opinions about required social obligations.
So it's like they're all remote, so they don't see each other. I actually still go in the office. I'm on a hybrid model, which originally the director of the unit hated. That she wanted everybody to be remote. It's like, no, I work with a comm team. I need to go in. Which the comm team's not even part of that unit, which it still doesn't make sense why I'm in this unit. I should be in the comm team because 99.9% of my work comes from the comm team. But it's politics. So you got more feathers than you have, depending on how many employees you have.
I don't know. I just required social events and stuff for work. I don't like it. Just let me do my job.
That's my opinion. I just want to do my work.
If you want to have a required social event for me because I'm not doing my job, called a disciplinary meeting, we can do that. But if I'm still doing my job and I'm doing it well, leave me alone. I don't know how you sit on a bar stool to do all this stuff, man. My back.
Every stream.
My back will be killing me.
I didn't say it don't hurt. See, there's like a level of cheapness involved too. Is like buying a chair requires me to spend money on
stuff you don't want to spend on
me, and not what I want.
I understand. That's why I still have the chair from like 20 years ago. Because it still functioned.
I still function. Well, speaking of, you may watch Transformers 1?
Nope.
Good movie.
We said that once.
I like it.
I haven't watched it yet.
What are you guys talking about?
Transformers 1?
Say that again?
Transformers 1?
Oh.
There's a new Transformers movie out. It came out the 6th of September.
I have not heard of it.
Now's your chance to talk to Mr. King.
What are we working on there? I see that you're working on pumpkins. But what are you doing with them?
Making jack-o'-lanterns.
Jack-o'-lanterns?
Jack-o'-lanterns.
So how do you cut those? Oh. That's pretty cool.
He's a 3D modeler. He does all that in the computer.
Yeah.
He basically takes shapes and he puts them places.
Yeah. I see that you're pretty good there.
Oh, thanks.
All right, man. You're free to do as you like till 9:30. And then you have to brush your teeth and go to bed.
I feel like I'm gonna play the popcorn game a bit more.
Can't take you. Take my land, take my land. Can't take the sky from me.
Nothing. Why's it gotta make noise? See, I can sit here and stare at this plunder along until I figure out how to make the cape, or I can make a trench coat.
What about what about putting like a collar on it? I'm putting some pleats up at the top.
So it's got to be 2 layers, right? It's got to like have a lip on it, but the lip is going to come down to about his elbow, and the cape proper is coming down to like the back of his knee.
Like a cloak worn in rainy weather. Kind of like a duster has.
Yeah.
Where the duster has that extra piece of fabric over the top of it.
Yeah, like the coat that I had made for you.
Yeah. Do that.
Yeah. Like that.
Except don't put arms on it. In it.
Well, like I said, it's got a tie around his neck, and that's the problem.
No.
Because to make it, to cinch it up that small, even with the darts in it, it's gonna not lay. It's gonna want to the fabric's gonna want to do like that. So the trick is to get it to lay down. You have to sew it in a way that it lays down.
Isn't there a way that people do that by putting the tooth of the fabric at like a right angle or something?
Running a wire into it and just forcing it to do that?
Oh no. Doing it on the is it called bias?
Bias tape?
No, like you do it so that the fabric is at an angle with the way that the direction of the threads go, so that when it stretches, it can stretch along those, along the angle. And so instead of having it so your threads come out at the end, they'd come out at a 45-degree angle.
I was about to tell you that this fabric doesn't stretch, but it actually does.
And then I think isn't there also something that's like 4-way stretch fabric?
Yeah, there is.
Would that work?
That would lay better, a lot better, because it's a knit instead of a weave. But capes just don't look good with the synthetic fibers.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
This is why I read modern stuff and don't sew. Because I don't know anything about it.
There's like a sheen to all synthetic fibers that I don't know. The capes look
like a costume.
Yeah. Rather than something that you would wear. I like cotton because it resembles wool at this scale. What do you think of his colors?
Black and red and blue?
Yeah, well, it's that magenta.
I think it looks good.
I picked it based on his skin tone.
To be kind of almost a complementary color.
Name of Hell's Essence. Anybody have the NECA Usagi Jumbo figure? I do not.
I do. I surely do. You want it? Wait, which one are we talking about? They made like 6.
I don't know. I don't have any, so I don't know.
Open what? 6? 6? Yeah, 6 is a good number.
Now they have like a space one, and they have like an Old West one, and they have a the original one.
Oh, and give Knox a grant.
I think they had a 3-pack of him at one time. So I was thinking about doing like a top piece, right? And then attaching the cape to the top piece so there's a hard edge going down.
Mm-hmm.
But if I do that, then that precludes the tying it around his neck.
Why does it have to tie around his neck?
Because that's what the picture looks like.
What picture?
The picture he sent me.
You sent me a picture?
No, he sent me. I can send it to you if you like.
Oh, he sent you, the guy that you're making it for sent you a picture. I don't know what's going on. You know what's cool? Jack-o'-lanterns. I'm going to make some jack-o'-lanterns.
Are they heads?
Are they jack-o'-lantern heads?
Yeah, they're gonna go on figures.
No, they're just regular jack-o'-lanterns. I guess I could make them my heads. But I'm not making them like evil, like anthropomorphic jack-o'-lantern things.
You're not making Lord Pumpkin?
No. Just regular jack-o'-lanterns.
Lord Pumpkin's awesome, though.
I just want to make some cutesy jack-o'-lantern heads for
To go on Dr. Doom.
that will just want to buy them because they're cutesy jack-o'-lantern heads.
What about the
Murder jack-o'-lantern heads.
Okay, there you go. I sent it to you.
All right, let me look.
Continuing like the filler section, I wanted to make it like a little more seamless transition between the two different style arms. So I'm putting more green
So-
stuff in here.
You're saying that the problem is that it's going to be hard to get it to go that small.
Yes. Well, no, making it that small is not the problem, but see how it like drapes on his shoulders and it just goes straight down?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
I'll give you a quick demonstration.
Well, couldn't you do? Well, okay. Let me.
It'll only work one way or the other, and it's whichever is heavier.
Perfect.
It doesn't want to do it the other way.
Yes. I like it.
Couldn't you do something like this? Where you'd have to have. All right, so let's say that this is like the opening in the front or whatever.
You know what I could do?
This is the neck hole.
Make it
I
go
could
down
do a front and back and force it on his shoulders. Okay, so do a front and back, right? A front and back for the top, and then attach the bottom half to it so that there's no seams in it, right? And then there's going to be that top piece that lays over the top of it. And the top piece is the one that can have the collar that ties onto the neck.
Perfect. Looks good.
And then I can wire that and make it do what I want it to do. I think I probably some bullshit about making him 5 or 6 there. I'll tell you what, Can of Beans he's really cool at that what he does.
Mm-hmm.
I told him he was the best in the business, but I don't who else is doing that stuff? I don't think anybody else is actually He's like got the market cornered.
Like
I've seen a few other people that's doing similar things, but not to the level he's doing.
what is he doing currently?
He makes those
Energy effects and stuff.
power effects pieces.
Since you have your phone in your hand, I'll send you a post.
I mean, I've seen his stuff before. I know what you're talking about. I just didn't know what he was doing currently. Like you could do the stitching in it like that. To where you got the, like, these would be your seams here.
There.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, but with that, every time you add a seam, it adds bulk.
Well, don't add as many seams.
I can only safely add like 3 to 4 seams because it not only is it adding the thread, it's also doubling the material in that spot.
Can you get away with just one seam at the outsets of the shoulders? Like that? And then one down the back?
I think just down the shoulders and the back should be all right and have the open front.
You don't think that's going to pull too much?
And then, well, see the bottom of it, the rest of the cape is going to be sewn to that.
Yeah, but you don't think the flat back like that is going to pull too much?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't know anything about it, so.
I mean, if it does, I'll add a third. But I don't, typically it has none.
There you go.
Like if I were going to make it out of paper, you know.
So my niece just told me her dog has a new pee hole.
Oh,
Have a
boy.
good night, Gary.
And good night, everybody.
Well, I just timed out a good time in there.
Wow.
Yeah, folks.
I don't even know how to process. I don't even know what. I don't
Yeah,
even.
so I was like, WTF, man? Why? What the fuck? And she's like, oh, well, he couldn't pee out of his other one. He's had a bad week. I'm like,
I'd say, yeah.
Wait a minute. How can you stop being able to pee out of your original one?
Slam it in.
I think it's time to go meet my maker. I'm having to devise new orifices for usual processes.
Yeah, sounds like that's not good. Well, I'm sorry for your niece's dog.
Does not compute. Eep.
Oh, he's jutting his jaw out, huh? We call that one snaggletooth.
Oh.
Underbite. We'll call him underbite.
Oh. That's just the template to cut.
The boy. The big old dog.
The nom nom some joke. I can't think of one.
Gorsh.
Also got these 2 brushes.
Oh.
When I bought them, I needed them for something.
Touching up your makeup?
But now that I have them, I can't remember what the hell I bought them for. But I remember looking at it and be like, yeah, I need a soft one and a stiff bristled one. And they were running a special for 1-1. And I was like,
Dry
oh,
brushing, maybe?
great. They're basically makeup brushes. Were we talking about something needing makeup brushes for some shit?
Dry brushing?
No. I'm not. I don't paint.
I don't know.
Pastels?
Pastels, yeah.
Dusting? Did I buy them for dusting?
That would work too.
All right.
Me either.
So I woke up and then just started bleeding.
What?
Just started bleeding.
Oh.
I tried to keep the blood away for as long as I could, but I don't know what to do.
Just go get a Band-Aid out of the cabinet and put on there.
I don't know what to do.
They're in the medicine cabinet in the bathroom downstairs. He has a small bobo on his leg, guys.
Yeah. This popped in my head with some funny like edits people do to like these TikTokers and stuff. These little one of the things like the thoughts was like, "Oops, I got your mental illness," and somebody cut it and was like, "You give that back. That was a gift from my parents."
For real. My mom gave me that.
Nice.
Do you think free will exists?
Yes.
What? Okay. What are we doing here?
Oh, were you wanting like an in-depth like a discussion? I think I did that in my head while you were thinking. Well,
they did a study.
I mean, where did that come from?
They did a study, and they recorded like 30 people walking down a hallway, and almost every single one of the people walking down the hallway walked down the left side of the hallway. They had like a little stain or
hey, I said free will exists. I didn't say they're not sheep.
They had a little stain or something in the on the right side of it, and people were just naturally avoiding the stain, right, subconsciously.
Yeah.
And
That makes sense.
when asked why they walked down that side of the hallway, they just gave an arbitrary answer that had nothing to do with, the stain. So
It's because
how much of
brains
your decisions are actually your decision, and how much of it is that Mars? How much of it is actually your subconscious?
Yeah, but wouldn't your subconscious, based on the set of values that you have, exercise your free will based on your life experience?
I'm gonna say no, because my dreams are whack.
Basketball. Well, I mean, what causes us to dream things, right? So, in my experience, when I'm dreaming about something, it's something that it's either like an amalgamation of things that I experienced in that day. So if I pay close enough attention to what's happening in my dream and recall my day well enough, I can usually piece together what's going on. Like, okay, well, I remember seeing that bird outside the window, and the reason why we're dealing with, falling out of the, falling ideas is because I was climbing up a ladder, and you got the anxiety from that your brain is processing. And so, like, if you put all the pieces together, it's kind of like your brain processing your memories and storing them. That's the way I see it. But
I had a sweet dream before I took a nap earlier. I was driving this sweet 3rd gen F-body Trans Am.
Uh-huh.
So I had to stop. It's like an ice cream parlor. It's getting robbed. A bunch of damn retards in there robbing the place with makeshift firearms. I kicked the shit out of them. It was an awesome dream.
But
and I got my ice cream.
You can understand why you would have that.
I like F-body Trans Ams.
Well, and if you look in the news, you have a lot of frustrating things happening that are unjust, right?
No, I just like kicking shit out of stupid people.
Well,
I would do it all day if I could. But the societal norms, they get mad at you if you do that in real life.
Hate speech.
Societal
norms.
It's when people tell you this is a safe space, you can say whatever you want. It's no.
Like Mike said, you don't want to hear what I have to say.
No, it's not. Okay, that looks good. I got the filler pieces resculpted onto the arms. I'm gonna have to put the notch in there again because I got in the wrong spot and it was bugging me and it wasn't in the right spot. So I ground it off, and then after this dries, I'll put it on there back again in the right position. But that fills in all the gaps. So it looks like these arms actually belong with these biceps. Fills in all the void areas. So it looks good. So now I have arms that look like they belong. I used to have a sweet 3rd gen Trans Am. wasn't for that stuff, what was it? That stuff that allows you to get things when you have a lot of it.
Money.
That. If I had a lot of that, I'd give me another one. But alas, me no have lots.
Yeah.
She said sadly they couldn't fix it. They couldn't fix the calls of that poor dog's issue. But he's doing really good. And I'm like, is he though? Is he?
The what?
Is he?
I'm lost. Like, what conversation are we having?
I don't know. I thought we were talking about free will, and then we were talking about Free Willy, and then
Her puppy?
there was a dog who had a willy problem. And,
Yeah.
Oh, the dog had a free willy. Yeah.
well, no, it
What do you
probably
have?
cost a lot of money. He had to go get it at the vet. His old one didn't work anymore.
Poor puppy.
She's not independently wealthy, so I can only imagine how much that vet bill's gonna be.
This is
Oh,
not the
yeah.
niece that. This is not the niece that was having to move, is it?
Yeah, she's the one that comes and visits me.
Oh, I was talking about the one that had to move.
Oh, no. But if you're curious as to how they're doing, just fine. They got everything cleared out. They didn't have to leave anything behind, and they cleaned the apartment before they left.
Nice.
So, very good, very well. I told him I was really proud of him. I'm impressed. Arguably did better than anything I would have done.
In the past, when I would be moving to a different apartment, because I use that to do everything by myself, I would load until like the last day when I get some extra help to move the big stuff. I just temporarily get a storage unit, box everything up, move the stuff to the storage unit. Where the day of moving, I'm just moving furniture. Then I can go get my stuff out of the storage unit anytime I want to. Make things a lot easier.
So far away.
Of course, I have a pickup truck too, so that helps.
Yeah, I have a little Ford Ranger, and
It's a Ford effing Ranger.
I told my wife that I was thinking about getting another Mini, and she's like, "Why did you buy the truck? You told me you bought the truck for a reason. What was the reason that you bought the truck?"
The truck.
I said, "To give to you when I bought the Mini."
I remember.
I have the best relationship, man.
Years ago, we were having an event at work, and one of the student workers, like a college student, like grew up in the city and stuff like that, and was actually curious, why do I need a truck? I use it for a truck. I haul things in my truck. When it's this white stuff that comes down like during winter, I can still drive around because I got a 4-wheel drive truck. And I put my ATV in the back of the truck. I pull a trailer off my truck. I use it as a truck. It's not I got a pickup truck, I'm gonna drive around.
Yeah, I'd get expensive real quick. Just
Yeah,
driving
that's the
around.
reason I bought the truck, because we kept running into problems where we kept having to borrow vehicles from people because of random this and random that. And I told her, I was like, all that, we're just gonna get a vehicle. We're gonna head that off at the pass. She's like, but we don't need to. We can just keep borrowing these people's trucks.
I mean, until they get tired of letting you use them.
Yep.
But I like my little truck. It does what I need it to do. It's good. Rides good. Ford dealership keeps calling me and telling me they want it back.
No, you do run into that issue when you have a truck. You get mooches like, oh, can you come help me since you got a truck? No.
You can use my truck.
No.
My doctor said I can't move furniture. Sorry.
I don't let nobody use my truck. It's my truck. They want a truck. They need a truck. Go out and buy a truck. He's like, don't go around like asking for a truck. Then he's like, what you got a truck for? So I can use it for me.
Fuck you, that's why.
Because it's my truck.
Oh, man.
Plus, two, I'm not a tiny person.
Oh, yeah. Open in the front. Open in the front.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot nicer getting into a taller vehicle.
Oh, yes.
No doubt about it.
Oh, baby.
I'm 6'2", 395 pounds. I like a big vehicle. Even before I was fat, I was still tall.
It's the perfect lip.
I mentioned it before, but when I was younger, I stopped to look at one of those Mitsubishi 3000 GTs, which is great looking car. Same cars like Dodge Stealth, just little different body panels and stuff. Twin turbo, 360 or 380 horsepower. I forget what it was. Beautiful car, fast, all-wheel drive. I didn't fit. I try to sit in the car. Salesman come out and is like, can I help you? Yeah, it's like a size larger.
You got a shoehorn so I can get out of this thing?
Well, I didn't get in it. I couldn't.
Oh.
I wasn't even fat then. I physically could not get in the car. And 6'2" is not huge.
Asian sizes run small.
It's the same car as a Dodge Stealth. That's why I like my 3rd gen Trans Am. I fit in that car when I had that.
Did you know that Mitsubishi made boats to start with? It was one of the first to make an iron boat.
I did not know that. If I did, I forgot. Oh, yeah. And Dom was like, go rent a Home Depot vehicle. Truck.
Yeah. He was Mr. Mitsubishi was a samurai, and he cut his top knot to go manufacture boats.
If I were to buy a car to restore and drive, I'd buy one of these.
Dude, that's so funny. I've been looking at those AMC Sport 4x4s.
Yeah, the Eagles.
Yeah, there's like a special sports package on one of them. Like it's
the SX4.
Yeah, I think it's it.
What the straight six?
I'd still wouldn't mind having. I would love to have mint condition one of those. I drive it right now.
They're nice. They're roomy.
They go anywhere.
Yeah, they go anywhere. They got, because the type of engine they got, you can actually pull quite a bit with them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a nice, tough looking car.
I like them. They look good. I'm right there with you.
You know, I think my engine is a 4-cylinder. I could be wrong though.
I'm irresponsible. I drive around a V8.
Actually, I have an app on my phone. I can tell you what it is.
I didn't want a V8, but when you got to buy a vehicle in 3 days because your soon-to-be ex-wife decided that she's taking the vehicle and you're getting the house, you kind of pinched for options.
Which is usually the other way around, isn't it?
Well,
they want the house and you get.
That would be for those individuals who.
Well, it says that my fuel level's at 99%.
Let's put it this way: the house usually stays with the kids.
Yes.
And the kids stay with me most of the time.
Oh. Never mind. The app doesn't tell me what it has. It tells me my tire pressure is good, and it tells me I can remote start it, lock the doors, unlock the doors, and that my fuel level's at 99%. Which is all handy information.
My truck has a 5.3 liter LS motor. It's J code, so it's not flex fuel. My Jeep has a 4 liter inline 6. My Oldsmobile and my street rod I need to eventually get back working on has a 500 Cadillac's board 30 over, so it's not 507. It's originally 8.2 liter engine. The Buick my brother gave me, which needs I got to take back to the shop, is got a North Star. It's 4.6 liter North Star. So, why don't y'all know all that stuff?
Not really a car guy.
Yeah, definitely a car guy. Definitely a car guy.
I like cars. It's like everything. I like stuff. I know a little bit about a lot of different things, but not a lot of stuff about
There are
anything.
2 3rd-gen Trans Ams I would love to have. The first one is a 1989 turbo TA. They only came in white. It was like they had the pace car sticker on the door, but they had the Grand National Turbo V6 in it. They were fast, lightweight, light engine with a turbo. Very cool car. Low production number. Very expensive now. And even more rare is 1992 Formula Firehawk. I would have, that was my dream car when I was younger, right before I got my license. And I just couldn't. There's no way I was going to ever get one. It's like fully spec'd out. They were like $50,000 back in 1992. They had like a fully spec'd out, had like 385 horsepower. They killed Corvettes. Pontiac would like break the rules. GM's cardinal rule Can't have nothing faster than the Corvette. None of the other cars can be faster than the Corvette. Buick did it, and Pontiac did it. The Grand National was faster than the Corvette. The Turbo Trans Am was faster than the Corvette. The Firehawk was faster than the Corvette. The Firehawks had carbon fiber hood. This is back in 1992. It's like when they was doing it. They had doing some crazy stuff on that, like carbon fiber hood, Ferrari vented disc brakes. Took up the lead at the back seat, put a roll cage in it. 6-speed manual transmission. So the car is basically a race car. They made 28. They were only supposed to be like spec'd out like with the formula trim, only in red. But there was like one that was special ordered. They made a convertible, I believe, with the Trans Am ground effects on it. Me likey cars. If in case you didn't notice.
I am really bad about reading comments. Until I go back and I'm like, oh, wait, what's going on? Oh well.
All right. You guys hold down the fort. I'll be right back. Which I think Don's gone.
Did you see that
Oh, there he is.
C. Jessom post
Nope.
for the Frankenstein figure?
What Frankenstein figure? The figure obscure Frankenstein figure?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's another post.
Yeah, he's talking about it's the first time he's ever did pants for Mystic Legions. But I just wanted you to see the photo. The photo is great. It really is a great looking figure.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Well, I can't say that I like it a lot. I like what I saw of it. When it gets here, then I'll know whether I actually like it.
You have free will just so long as you don't think about it.
Everybody pants now. Pants.
I advocate for that. I think that's a good statement. I support this message.
Everybody pants now.
Who's texting me? Oh, it's 8. Oh, yeah. Hey, what's that thing he's got in this? Oh, those are the scissors that he was using to sew it. Never mind. I thought it was another accessory. Yeah, those are some nice pants.
No, I was just talking about like the composition of the photo.
Yeah,
the scissors, the thread, the whole shebang. I think it looks really good.
Yeah.
I don't like the photos when people take action figure photos and it's like they put it in Photoshop and put all these lights and.
Your best lighting is going to be from actual real lighting. Because once
I
you
like
start trying to add light with Photoshop, it gets weird.
I like practical effects when it comes to action figure photography.
Everybody pants now, pants. Now what is those shoes?
Yeah, so let's see. So on my to-do list, I got a master mode.
Master mode.
Master mold head. And I got to ship my pants. No, got to ship a titanium man head.
Also, I'm really excited about the Big Bad Toy Store little event they got going on.
Need to finish Iron Man thing. Put the Batmobile back out. Work on it. Finish the interior.
Maybe self-adhesive.
Nope, I don't need any self-adhesive.
Sandpaper.
I thought you were adding stuff to my to-do list that didn't make sense. It's like, I don't need self-adhesive. What are you talking about?
Everybody pants now.
So I bought these very nice sandpaper. Where'd it go?
That's what I was looking for.
I could have sworn I put it in the there it is. So I got these very nice sandpaper sticks, right? It's for doing miniature sandings. You get a nice wide one, you get a very skinny, detail-oriented one, and one in between. And they're really tough. They're stiff, carbon fiber. Very nice. However, you have to buy adhesive sandpaper to stick to it. So you can reuse them indefinitely, and it's any grit you could possibly want. You just got to buy the sandpaper.
So what do I do with those wood cage feet?
And you can buy a roll of self-adhesive sandpaper, 10 yards for $18. 20 yards for $20.
My chaotic brain. I have no idea what I did with the original feet off the Luke Cage body. So I swapped them out for Rage feet.
$1,000 grit. Yeah.
Yeah, like that. Here's the 3-pack Venom that has the Warpath torso, Omega Red torso. And look at what it can do. It can look up. Dun dun dun. Dude, it's like, why would anybody want to have a figure look up? He was being serious. It's like, are you shitting me?
So this is self-adhesive sandpaper, 400, 600, 800,000, 1,500, 2,000.
It's a Rage pose. They look
yeah.
look up.
Yeah, I need to get back on that Batmobile sector. I'm going to go back and adjust the model a bit so that the print doesn't take 4 containers of resin to print out the whole Batmobile.
Then you go to the new one. That can't look up. Oh, that double ball peg is such a much better joint, man. Look at that. No movement. And I think it's...
Yeah, I don't get that.
Oh, it's so much better. It's more advanced than disc hinge. No, it's not. It's simpler. It's cheaper. That's why they want to do a double ball peg. That's the whole point. They're doing double ball pegs, not for increased range of movement. They're cheaper. Nuanced movement of the head. That sounds so stupid. Ugh.
Yep, this looks like the winner. I mean, really, if we're doing anything over 800 grit, we might as well just be using acetone.
Mm-hmm. Pants, no pants. I've never watched Parks and Recs in my life, but I've watched a bunch of clips that always gets recommended. When you're going through like your reels and stuff, and a bunch of Parks and Rec stuff shows up. That's right. That's stuck in my head for a moment. They're having some kind of drinking competition, and Leslie drinks a bunch of moonshines, and it's like everybody pants down.
How does my paint guy know you, Cannon?
How does he know me? Because you told him that.
No. How does he know you as Cannon, or does he know you by your other name?
No, he knows me as Cannon.
Cannon?
Yeah, he knows my Instagram.
All right.
You getting ready for bed? You get all your homework done?
What's his other name? Kanan, the great and all-powerful cheese wizard?
Cheese Whizzer. No D. I just cheese whiz stuff. All right, go get a shower and get ready for bed. Love ya. Night.
Everybody pants now. Clarence and he showed her his office old chamber torso. Just repurpose it later on. And these legs suck.
You know, our discussion the other day about the accessory packs that comes with that Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
I have a significant amount of accessories. Is there like anything in particular that you would like to have?
No. I don't have any clue. I just know what I want when I see it. You know? I just know that there was something about that other side of the hallway that made me not want to walk down it.
That's right. Don't know why.
Didn't look quite right to me for some reason. Can't tell you why. I just know that I didn't want to go down that side. It was poopy.
I would totally like if somebody asked me if I'm avoiding like a nasty spot on the. Then like, yeah, why do you walk around it? That.
It looked gross. They probably asked you why you avoided that side of the hallway, but would you consciously recognize that you had done it for that reason?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like they said when you come walking down this hallway, you walk towards the left of the hallway. Were you aware that you walked to the left of the hallway?
I don't follow the same path as everybody though.
Well, I mean, they wasn't all down there. They all walked through it like one at a time. They wasn't all doing it all at the same time.
I didn't say that. I just don't walk through. I don't do things under normally unless, quote, normal people. I notice things. I have more situational awareness than most. And things don't look right, I will consciously make the decision, not subconsciously. It's like, in the office I work in, we had a roof leak. The ceiling tile was full of water, about to burst, and everybody just kept walking by it. I was like, stopped. I'm like, hey, we got a leak. I went and got the trash can and put it underneath of it. Everybody else went along with their own business. I have also a problem solving, like a reactionary brain too, where like literally at one point in time, like they debated how to do a job longer than it took to do the job while they were doing so. I went and just did it, and it's done.
That's what General Patton said when he took that city.
Yeah.
And they're like, you can't take that city till you get reinforcements. He says, I've already taken the city. Did you want me just to give it back and wait for reinforcements? He was a brutal warlord of a general. Very harsh to his soldiers.
Well, they got the job done.
He did. He almost single-handedly won that shit. A lot of the victories won or taken that were pivotal to the battle he was involved in. But
one would argue that
he made it that way. He wanted it to be that way. He kept pushing. And it's him alone is the reason the Fourth Army is such a big deal as it is today.
one would argue by being ruthless till victory saves you men in the long run. Because it reduces the total amount of time that you had to fight.
Everybody pants now.
If you do it, smartly.
I was watching YouTube videos before the stream about where the captured like an Enigma machine from a U-boat. The abandoned ship, the German crew abandoned ship, thinking the ship was going down faster than it was, and the Allied soldiers were able to retrieve an Enigma machine and code book out of the sub.
Do you know what the highest rank in the military is? Fun fact.
General, isn't it?
Yeah, fun fact, it's a 5-star general. However, General Bradley died in 1981, and he was the last to hold that rank.
Something wrong. Hello, fam.
Family.
I know it was a general, but I didn't know how many stars. Of course, in the Navy, it's an admiral. So
4. When you become a general, you lose your MOS. I'm gonna try and iron this. Let's see how it goes. I'm not overly sure it's gonna iron. I'm just forewarned my paint guy that I'm gonna post that stuff on my IG. So
What stuff?
spoiler alert.
this is ugly, but it's not going to be seen. It's going to be under the jacket because I want to be able to arms actually move. A new tiger figure looks good.
Oh yeah, it does.
Oh. Believe it or not, it's not melting to the iron. That's good.
Patton believed that he was a reincarnate of a Roman soldier. Sector 213. Because men, hey collector, when you paint your figures, do you do it in parts or as a whole? Using parts. Normally I disassemble everything before I paint and put everything back together after it's painted.
We made a point to pee in the river.
What?
Yeah. I made a point to pee in this one river because said it would never be crossed. And he's like, not only am I going to cross it, I'm going to pee in it. Fucking did.
Well, you know, sometimes you got to go.
It's like a dog. It's mine now.
Yeah. In a different time, you know, different place. The world operated differently.
This is mine now.
If any of our generals decided to pee on enemy territory and it was found out, that'd be ugly.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, it was a different time.
Different time, different place.
Mm.
Man, send Lord Pumpkin back to me. I have found a better way to do that lip.
So what now?
He said, send Lord Pumpkin back to him. He found a better way to do that lip.
Well, I got that part. I didn't. What's the lip part?
The lip of the collar on the shirt, on the jacket
Oh.
thing.
Okay.
You know how he has a cape, and then he has the little short cape sits over the top of it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the little short cape. I was never happy with it, but I couldn't get it to work. Well,
Okay.
that works, and it looks good.
Yeah, I can just paint these shoulders up now, and we got good range of movement now. These different feet though. Them original suit body feet are awful. They're round at the bottom, so the figures are like super unstable. They rock like a rocking horse.
You know, now if somebody wants to do like a diorama or something, they can do a diorama or something with like a Halloween themed diorama.
Cause of being, I hope you guys are not in the path of Helen. If you are, be safe. Like I'm all good. I'm inland and Southwest Virginia.
Oh yeah, we don't worry about hurricanes around here.
Yeah, I've been through so many hurricanes. I can't. They were really
you're way inland.
About as inland as you can get.
Middle of the country, right in the middle.
Yep.
There you go.
We just worry about tornadoes. And really, we don't even worry about that. Oh man, I am gonna call it a night. I will get back to working on master mold next time.
Next time.
Next time on.
We are past the 2-hour mark. I figure we're getting very close. Getting close to calling a night anyway.
Yeah, I did not go to sleep when I was supposed to last night for a show.
I did not either.
And then I couldn't take a nap. I don't take naps, but even if I'd have felt like it today, I wouldn't have been able to because everything.
I love naps. Naps are my favorite hobby. This is a close second.
It's also a very inexpensive hobby.
Yes, napping is much cheaper than this.
Yeah.
So I don't like this fabric. I think I'm
did
gonna
we say that something Wong said, "Hey, hello, fam"?
Yes, I played the video.
Yeah. He fammed
Did
it.
we play the video?
Yes.
Was I not paying attention at that point in time?
When did you?
I mean, you didn't know about it, so
I would assume that since you don't know how he did it, and he said it, you weren't paying attention. It's kind of self-explanatory.
You know, sometimes when you get focused on doing stuff, you just get off into your own little world. all your woes and worries just melt away, and you can just focus on making some cute little Halloween jack-o'-lanterns.
I put my classic Luke Cage back together, painting around the shoulders, so that way you don't see the skin tone when you move the arms. But Hasbro used to do that when you have like these cuts.
Mm-hmm.
They quit doing it because they're cheap now. That's extra paint apps. And I got everybody's cool here. I hope everybody else watching is safe from the hurricanes too.
Yeah.
We're
yeah,
well.
my Alabama girl is safe. It looks like it's gonna go around her.
That's good. And I got, let's recap, I finished up. Well, I made filler pieces for the back of the elbows, got that taken care of. to adapt these Red Skull arms to the Frogman Duck Ock shoulder biceps, which there's no gappage now. They look good as that dries. I will need to redo the notch over here. Put it too high the night. I don't know how I did manage to do that. I thought I measured it out, and I did. Apparently, I did not.
All done. All right. Love you. Good night.
All right. You have a good night, sir.
Yeah.
Good night.
Huh?
Bye. Have a good time.
Not tonight. Tomorrow.
Oh, you're going to sleep, aren't you? That's a good time. It's my favorite time.
Yeah, that's just paint.
I don't think he thumped us.
I feel like a thespian's mask. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
Alrighty, guys. I think we're going to call it a night, too. It is 2 hours, 21 minutes, and 59 seconds. 2:22 now. But everybody in the chat, thank you for coming out, hanging out for us tonight. And if you are in the path of the hurricane, I hope you stay safe and everything works out okay. We got the special chat tomorrow night with the Collector Fusion. We're going to have a comic book artist in. We got a Kickstarter project. He's a regular on the channel. We're excited to talk to him. We might get a little bit of toy news afterwards. But anyway, we'll catch y'all next time. Yep.
What he said.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Good night. Yeah, okay. I can make that.